What's in the box? What's in the box?
Edmund here from What's Inside the Box. The unboxing page where we get into the actual specs of the things, get inside the box and have a look and we'll decide whether they're nice to have or not nice to have. Today's product is from Volcano. Surprise, surprise, these guys must like us a lot. We're having one of those days again by the looks of things, but we've had this discussion. I'm going to mess up and we're going to keep going with it. The webcam that we have in our hands today is, like I said, the Zoom 1080p series. Normal plug and play 1080p full HD. Apparently ideal for streaming, video conferencing and stuff like that. The nice things about this 110 degree adjustable lens, which I haven't tried the adjustable part of it yet, but the actual lens is brilliant and very wide angled. In fact, sometimes too wide angles because you get stuff that you don't actually want to get in. HD high sensitivity mic, always a nice thing to have, and you don't have to have an external mic, which is a few of the things that we've tested so far as well. Noise reduction, which is a plus because it can hear your voice, not the things around you. But let's get into what's actually inside the box and the specs of it. So first of all, sensor, 2 megapixel CMOS, f23 apparently. Now you get two main types of sensors in the digital world, like your webcams, that kind of thing. The one is CMOS and the other one is CCD. Now historically CCD has been the higher quality, but also been the one that actually draws more current. Recently the CMOS chips have actually caught up to them a lot and pull a lot less current. So much of muchness, CMOS will pull less current, so I think it's better for this application. Let's have a look. Sensor size, 1/4 inch, very average, big enough to let light in, and we'll get onto some nice aspects of that later on in this unboxing. Output image, not too phased about that. Resolution, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames, so full HD. Viewing angle, we've been over that, 110 degrees, dynamic range, 72 decibels. Interface type, USB 2 high speed, which is pretty much the average for things. Now, here comes the interesting little bits. AEC, absolute exposure control. So basically, when you have something you're trying to focus on it and your exposure is either too close or too far and you get blurred and stuff, this auto corrects for that, so it gets to the point where you get the perfect image, usually on your face, which is where you'd focus it, and carry on from there. Your next thing, AEB, automatic exposure bracketing, which basically says it doesn't just take one photo when you take a photo, it takes 2 or 3 photos and puts them over each other, so you actually get basically an overlay of a picture, so it gets your color correction right and everything right from the multiple sources that you have. Then we'll get on to automatic gain control. Very nice feature I've found about this is I've actually used this webcam a few times, and gaming at night I switch my lights off and it actually illuminates the room enough, or makes it look like the room's illuminated enough for people to see you, which is a huge plus when you're gaming and in dark areas, which is sometimes where you're sitting gaming and, well, best option. Mic, dual mics apparently, built-in high sensitivity noise reduction microphone. Mics haven't been tested yet, but we'll be getting somebody to test them soonish. Working voltage, 5 volts DC, which is your normal USB. Working current, more than 120 milliamps by the looks of things. Sorry, equivalent to 120 milliamps, which should run on just about anything, so you might even be able to use it on all the laptops. Now, compatibility, Windows, Mac OS, Linux and Android. Windows I'll be able to test. We'll see if we can get somebody to test others for you guys. Time to get into the box. Tabs cut open, save me a bit of time as usual. Okay, there we go. The camera, USB cable. This little bit screws onto the back so it can clamp onto your monitor or whatever else you're trying to clamp onto. Very useful. The manual, we've been over this. We don't do manuals in this page. Some packaging to protect the actual camera. And here we go. Looking at the camera, there's your microphones, there's your lens, screen point for this. Easy enough. Clip it onto something, in this case my hand. Cable looks like it's about 1.2 meters or so. Nope, doesn't have it on the box. Once again, we'll get somebody to check. And thanks for watching. We'll come back to you guys on a long-term review. We'll get somebody to do the review for you guys. Thanks, ciao ciao.